All right, y'all, what up, though? It's your boy, BJ, aka Zeus. We're here with another edition of Iheard, and I'm here with one of my homeboys, one of my dogs, Trever Jiggy Gordan, promoter, artist, manager, entrepreneur, owner, and former GM, if I'm correct, and all of this influenced me before the age of 30. And I heard he got a lot of shit to say today, y'all. So I'm gonna open up the floor and give my homeboy the motherfucking mic.
Shit. That was a beautiful ass introduction, my G. You did your research. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that is me, Mr. Trever Gordan. Shit. Grew up being called Jiggy. That was just like a little thing that so I'm a Midwest baby.
Okay, then.
Jiggy comes from
Shout
that,
out to
and
the
then
Midwest.
when I used to like say that a lot, then it just became like a thing. Like, oh, that's that Jiggy nigga. And then of course ASAP Rocky kept saying it. No, I'm letting y'all know right now, I did not get it from him. I did not, but that was when his music was coming up too. So it just stuck with your boy. So yeah.
So first off, I heard you got a birthday coming up in March.
Sure do, March 22nd.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Shout out to all my Aries out there. Y'all know what it
Y'all
is.
saying like, hey, I ain't the Aries, but shit, it's your big 30, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Big
bet.
3-0.
So I guess we can jump right in as a segue off of that, y'all. So with that being said, you already done so much shit, man. Like above average for a 30-year-old. The last person I had on the show was a young buck too, and he's done a lot as well, man. Like, so with that being said, first off, you ready to be 30?
Shit, man, I ain't gonna lie. It's a great feeling. It's a little bit of a nervous feeling, but honestly, I grew up too fast anyway. I feel like this is my 40, so
Okay, say
yeah,
that.
I'm ready for that
30 is
30.
the new 40, man.
That's how they acting nowadays. Shit.
So you got with you being a promoter and I guess one of the biggest names in the Springs right now as far as promotion and all of that, the parties, the events, whatever the case may be. Do you have anything planned for your 30th?
I do. I have a lot of things are getting put into place right now, so I don't want to speak too much on it, but it's definitely something that I'm bringing to the Springs, and it's definitely something that I'm bringing to Denver too, because, I spend a little time in Denver, so I feel like I got a good little group of people that fuck with me out there.
Okay,
so,
want
to show them love too.
And that brings me to my next question. You kind of already answered it, but I wanted to know, like, if it was just going to be something exclusively for the folks down here, or was it going to be something for the folks up in Denver, or was it, like, did you have a special guest coming? I know I'm trying to pry a little bit, but, like, I think a lot of folks just looking forward to it, and I know you always, host events for the city, so I guess folks just probably want to know if you're going to do something special for yourself. That's all.
Yeah, it's always special for me when I'm doing stuff for everybody. That's what, like, everybody knows me as. Like, I'm always the type of person to make sure that everybody else is having fun before I have fun. Because that's really how I have fun, is seeing the love and everything that everybody else got. Like, I'm just a big loving person when it comes down to it.
That's valid.
Definitely going to be... fingers crossed right now, 3 special guests.
Oh, shit.
One's already confirmed, but
Say less.
I want 3 special guests specifically. And yes, they are coming from the Midwest. I just got to bring it to Colorado. I can't help it. But
I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely doing it for the city more than just myself. I know that sounds a little cliche, but like, I spent majority of my life out here, so it's only right that I celebrate that big 3-0 out here with everybody that, even if they only met me off of like one little situation, whatever it may be, like, I want them to be there. I want them to feel love, and I want everybody just to remember what it is like to have a good ass time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So I guess with that being the case, like you. Okay, when I spoke to you, you can answer the phone too, man. That's a group chat. I was about to say, well, if it's something we can get on this motherfucker, we want to hear it. But nah, so I guess going back to, like, I kind of talked to you a little bit before, and I know you through outside of the interview stuff. Like, I've been to multiple of your events, you know what I mean? I know you, through multiple people who, host events, own clubs, own venues, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. But I heard that you ain't always deal with, I guess, at club events. Like, so take me back to, like, what started you to want to do promoting? Because, somebody don't just wake up overnight and be like, yo, man, hey, I'm going to go ahead and start promoting and draw a big ass crowd. So it had to be some kind of start. Like back in the day, was it like parties? Was it like, did you host stuff at high school? What got you into this event?
So this is where I'm going to show my age, of course. And I mean, of course, people like around our age, they gon' understand. But back in the day before like it was flyers and all this other stuff, you had to get that one random text with just that one random ass address, nothing else, just an address, and you just pull up.
Yeah, and hope it was jumping, bro.
Exactly. So with that, that's really where it all started. I'll give my props to. Well, we'll start with Floyd because it was really his friend KJ first. Because outside of being in the streets and all that, because I was 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Oh, yeah, we definitely going to get to that later on. For sure. We definitely going to get to that.
So, one little quick, like, I'll try to, like, put that in, because I'll go into more details when it comes around. But basically, I met KJ in the store called Journeys, because that's where I used to work. And if y'all remember me from Journey days, it was never a day where I'm trying to sell you shoe. I'm literally just posted up and everybody just come up to me talking this, that, and the third. So one day KJ was in there and he noticed 3 different groups of, in particular, female come up to me, ask me what's going on, what's this, that, and the third. And like he like on some, like not like checking me and shit, but like when his shoes came out, he's like, man, fuck them shoes. Hey, who the fuck are you? I'm like,
what type shit? So,
like what you doing? And so that's where it really came from. And he wanted me to throw a party with him. So I pulled up, but I didn't know like the semantics about it.
Right.
Because when I would pull up to these parties and I'd pull up 20 cars, 30 cars. So
basically he just knew you had a following. Like you was already an influencer before influencers became a thing.
Exactly. Shit. He seen it. And so he was trying to, go ahead and network, work together and shit. Now I didn't know because I'm like 18, fresh 19, just going to house parties. And I mean, at these house parties, you can do whatever.
Used to be the
fucking shit.
If y'all didn't know what house parties was back then, y'all missed out, man.
Yeah, y'all generation, y'all can't have that no more. Y'all like to play with switches and all that too much.
For real.
But, so that's what I'm used to though. Like I'm used to just pulling up to a house, have a ball or two, little sack or something, and they, come in and all that shit. Right. So when he tried to throw a party at a venue, I was confused because he was like, oh yeah, you good, but everybody that you brought got to pay $10. Oh. I looked at everybody, I'm like, damn, bro, y'all ain't spending shit, because what the fuck, how y'all gonna buy this off of me and we left on it, but Floyd was in the background. That's one thing that I peeped. Now, one thing about it, because like I said, I worked in the mall at Journeys, he worked in the mall as well. Right. So then one day he approached me and he said, so what happened with you and KJ? Why that didn't work? And I was like, because I didn't know it was like supposed to be like this, supposed to be like that.
Right.
He showed me a different, like he basically opened my mind to doing it in a different way. And shit, it got me paid to the point it was like, damn, I'd have to like,
go work,
do something else like 3 or 4 times before I even touch half of this. So from there, so Floyd really kind of like showed me like the ropes of like doing it professionally in a sense, because in other words, like at house party, somebody would hit me up like, hey bro, you're the person that always brings everybody. Let me give you $50, or my friend wants so-and-so, so you can pull up and then just bring all your people and we could all party here. So now that I'm transitioning out of that, that's where I really just got into it as like a craft, because once I noticed like there's actual money behind this.
A lot of it. It's a lot of money be made in that business. Like, I wish I could, but I mean.
And it's not as easy as everybody thinks. Just throw your name on it.
Man. It's not, man.
Exactly.
Like, and that's why I think, honestly, I brought you on here, because like a lot of folks in Colorado want to know your story, your journey. Like, you know what I mean? Especially in me doing my research behind the scenes. Like, it's a lot of people that, know who you are.
It's a lot of lore.
Yeah. Like, hey, so we gonna get to the bottom of it. Like,
for sure.
So you said that you kind of had.
Go ahead and take a shot with you too.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's what we doing that, boy, all day. So out here, like I want to go back. So first off, you said that you linked up with a couple folks that help you get into a position to do this, but take me back to how you, in specific, Jiggy, became so popular, like to where where you would be at Journeys, like, and then you would have random people come up to you, or you will be at somebody's event and then tell them you going there, and then have a train full of folks behind you. Or I'm gonna take one with you though. Don't even do me like that. But yeah, like, so tell me, how did that come into fruition? Like, how did that come into fruition? Like, what made Jiggy? What took you from Jiggy, the person who everybody knows here around, but to Jiggy, the motherfucker who motherfuckers hit up to go to parties and see what's going on Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
See, this is a beautiful one. This is beautiful.
Like, it's a big one. Like, cause that honestly to me that's what I know you as. One of the like, when I want to go out, I'm either hitting you or Floyd. Like, straight up, like 100%. Like, if I want to go out, it's either you or Floyd. It's nobody else, because I don't really follow too many people. So
exactly. And see, that's such the funniest part, because a lot of people don't believe me, but like the people I went to middle school with and then in high school with, they'll understand I'm introverted as fuck. I be nervous around people. I don't know, but I know when it started to change, what made Jiggy who he was today was just like, anytime I'm around people, I just know how to bring like some joy out.
You know how to read a room, basically. Like,
yeah, I'm a very observant person, and I'm terrific at reading people.
Yeah,
so when
obviously, nigga,
I can sit at a party and like I'll be in the corner by myself, and then I'll see who's doing what. I'm gonna go up to the person that's in the corner that low key looking a little shysty, like, hey bro, you good? You want a shot? You want a blunt? Right. I was always that person, because one thing out of another, man, I can sell Isa, Eskimo, I can do it all. So when I see something even, like, I don't always got to see something beneficial. But if I see something beneficial for you, like say you're that person in the corner, I see something beneficial for you.
That's why he pointing at me like that, y'all.
I see like the shorty that she was staring at and shit, but you just didn't know how to get that right conversation in or what to do or something like that. And if I could read that and then, I know shorty, because that's probably another number one thing.
Yeah, we definitely. I'm
gonna get to that. Yep. So with that being said, like, that's really how it came out, because the more that I started doing it and being around, like, even though like I wasn't always the friendliest and all that, because that's where the street stuff come into play. But shit, actually, we could jump into that, because me playing the middleman for a lot of stuff is what kept a lot of things going, because it will be two different types of people in there beefing, but just off of the strength of me and just like how I treat them or how I treat this person and everything gonna be cool for that night, because I'm gonna kind of make them realize, like, hey bro, this ain't the even time or place. Like, everybody here cooling, you cooling, they cooling. Right. Let's take some shots, let's get right.
So shit, I mean, since we going down that avenue, then, like, how do you navigate? Like, what I mean by navigate is, out here, especially in Colorado Springs and in Denver, I ain't gonna even lie.
Oh yeah, Denver politics.
It's a big ass reputation for hip hop and black and rap or urban or whatever you want to call it, scenes to erupt in violence, specifically with weapons. Whatever kind of weapons you want to think of, we're not gonna get into that, but regardless of the situation, how do you personally, like, because I've been to a couple of your events and I've seen, like, most of them, for the most part, are well orchestrated until you get into the wee hours of the morning, and then it's bound to be drama at that point.
Somebody might
in the morning, nigga.
I know, shit, man. Hey.
But like, how do you though? Like, how do you keep that, like, that peace? Because I've been to your events, like, and I don't feel nervous at all. Like, I see security is well lit, you know what I mean? Like, the parking lot's well lit, excuse me. I see security, they out there, they making sure the right motherfuckers come in and the wrong motherfuckers don't. Like, if you too drunk, you too fucked up, they not letting you in. But outside of that, like, cause I know, like, you come from a background where you, like...
You said the wrong thing in there.
Nigga, I'm gonna be blunt. You come from a background where you was with a lot of steppers, and you have been a stepper at one point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not to say that XYZ has ever happened, but people understand that you are not to be played with in a certain specifics. Like, not in a bad way, but you just a fun-loving person until you're not. So how does it go from you being out and about around these whatevers, you know what I mean? You want to call them YNs, you want to call them OGs, you want to call them whatevers. How does it go from you being around that to turning it off and making sure that doesn't bleed over? Like, because it's a hard thing to do.
And it's a very topsy-turvy thing.
Right.
Like I said, since I was a YN, we'll use that. It was always politics, and it was always like just conversations that needed to be had. And then, you know, sometimes they get to a point where it's like, all right, we just gonna take it to the back, solve it right here and now, and then everybody gonna be cool. Because if it's not that deep, it's not that deep. That's always been like my specialty is voicing things, and I'm not gonna say like I got 100% turn rate where there won't be problems, but it's a very high rate where it's like
it's not problems.
Even when if it's something that can't be discussed and all right, cool. Well, y'all go ahead and leave.
Right.
Just keep it simple as that because trust me, y'all, I'm not saying I'm the big bad wolf on the block or anything, but when I say, all right, cool, well, you ain't doing nothing here because this is mine.
Right.
And if you got problems with them and then you going to bring it to my establishment,
then it's problems.
Now it's problems. And now, just like you said, a lot of people know me in the city. So then now you got to worry about not just A and B,
but C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K.
Now you got
the whole
to worry
alphabet.
about. Because at any point in time, like majority, because again, you know, like you said, I had my days as a YN.
Right.
So there were times where, you know, I probably did some bullshit.
I mean, but all of us been there. As young black men, we got to go through those phases. You know what
exactly.
I mean? Like, so, and I understand it completely. But I applaud you personally because, like I said, man, like I've been to events that you've thrown, like, and there's not no issues. Like, you know what I mean? The most issues that you got is a drunk motherfucker trying to do some like drunk shit.
Some
like,
touchy shit.
Like,
you know? And see, that's where it comes from. The main thing, like as I grew, and the one thing that I built off of was respect.
Right.
So from my own parties to when I was with UWE, from when I was working with other people and everything, it was always built off of something of respect.
Okay.
They respect what I did. I respect what they did. And either other dudes that, or cause shit, I'd have to politic with females from time to time.
But we gonna bring that up too.
But like with them, like it was always like a mutual respect so that we could have a conversation. Okay, let's make it because right now this ain't serious.
Right.
You come into a place where you want to let go of all the baggage. Right. Because that's what turned Jiggy into who Jiggy is now. Because as I was doing it more and more,
I should have had a shot. I should have drunk to that. That was some real shit. Oh, my bad.
Nah, you good. But that's what brought me to because like I would get messages. It's people that actually like look me dead in my eye. They pull me aside like, "Hey, bro,
right?
Like I'm not trying to be like weird or nothing, but you like saved my life tonight.
That's what's
like
up.
If you didn't do this, I wouldn't know what to do."
That's
and then
what's up, bro.
It's people because I still got it on my Instagram to this day. People would like comment because there was a little situation where I was trying to use a venue, right? And just like you said, Colorado has this terrible reputation where they try to associate hip hop with violence.
Yep.
So dude knew who I was, but then he knew like I planned on doing like a hip hop night and stuff. And he was like, yo, I respectfully got to decline and all that. Now it was public. Man, when I say all these comments start coming in saying, oh, he's a man of the community. He does this, he does X, Y, Z. I was like, damn, y'all really fuck with me. And then it just opened my eyes to showing like,
how
okay,
people really like
how much people fuck with me, but more of like, it's more than just throwing a party. Like I'm giving people experiences. Like I'm pretty much some of the reason why some of these people got kids now. You feel me? Like I built that man. I played Cupid for them in the club. Now they got 2-3 kids, got a whole family going. You feel me? Shit.
I feel that shit though, bro. Like that's what I'm saying.
One of y'all name y'all son Jiggy, man. Just middle name and put a J. That's all I want. That's all I need.
Oh God, that's valid as hell though, bro. Like. So, like, it's crazy that you bring that up, though, like, going back to it. When you say that you have to navigate all these different venues and all these different individuals, is it a way that you specifically approach, like, let's say, for instance, because you were one of the general managers of Carmel, right?
Correct.
Right. So, with that being said, like, did that teach you that there's a specific way that you have to approach these individuals in this city Or in the state specifically, Denver and Colorado Springs. So.
Definitely, because so just working around all the state, right?
Right.
So going from Karma, shout out to Squizzy. I've done a little bit with Squizzy.
Shout out to Squizzy.
Done with Kev, done with Bank Teller. Well, Bank Teller, Colorado Springs and Denver. But
okay.
It's certain ways to navigate between different conversations. And just like, honestly, just like anything, you read the room. Yep. So when I worked with Bryson was who I worked with for
shout out to Bryson. That motherfucker. If you need some gambling tips, follow that nigga.
My man know how to gamble. I'll tell you that right now.
Let me stop, bro.
But so it was always like different ways because like, you always got to show what you're going to bring to the table. Mm-hmm. But the way I'm a foodie, so I'll use analogies as far as food. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
It's probably 1,000 different ways you can make a burger, right?
Right.
It's probably 1,000 ways that you can make a taco.
Right.
Now, with us black folk, we got black tacos.
You know what I'm saying?
Then obviously Spanish, they have original tacos.
Right.
Then Caucasians, they got Taco Bell and shit like that. So you just got to know what plate to serve at the right time. So like with Bryson, we talked to just from a numbers point, not even I see you around and no. Me and Bryson already had a relationship because the first time we actually like kicked it and like got to know each other, because when we first met each other on some bullshit.
Low key, that's how it really be though, bro. Like on everything. Like some of the motherfucking closest homies I got. Shout out to my homies. Y'all know who y'all is. Some of y'all names I can't say. But I met y'all on that bullshit and y'all my boys to this day. So I really feel that, bro. Exactly. I really feel that, man.
So with me and Bryson, like we met on a bad term because so shout out JP. I knew JP first. And when they were both doing Nova, he had me on stage. Yeah. Okay. He had me on stage and everything, but they were having a special guest DJ. Now, I didn't know who Bryson was at this time. I thought everything Nova just had to do with JP and JP only.
Okay.
So when he came up to me saying, hey, you got to get off stage, I'm like,
hold on, who the fuck is
you? Ain't JP? Yeah, why are you talking to me?
Thank you.
None of that.
Thank you.
So, but then JP, he came up and introduced us, and I was like, oh, well. Man, I still don't know, dude. So I know you. So I'm gonna listen to you, but I'm still watching my eye on him.
Right.
Later on, shit happens at the club, whatever. Then we all go to the strip club. Man, me and Bryson over here throwing, and I'm like, oh, okay, so you a real money getting dude. And we had a cool conversation. So from then on, I'm like, okay, I fuck with you now.
Damn, bro, and that's crazy. Some of the best motherfucking conglomerates or coalitions or collectives, whatever the fuck you want to say, done came out of strip clubs.
Bro, I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all don't got to throw money at the booty club, bro. I'll tell you right now, this is the formula. Bring $100, get change, order some wings, sit and chill, bro. The girls ain't going to get mad that you ain't throwing money. They going to come talk to you, probably ask you for a wing or a drink. You know what I'm saying? And then everything good, bro. You don't look broke. You don't look crazy. Everything good. But yeah, from there, that's how we built our relationship, right? And so then later on, he had bought in the status, and then he liked just how I moved because he was wondering like, yo, so even from Nova, because at this time Nova's already closed, but then like he's inviting me to status, and like he's seeing status, how status was that place.
Yep.
It was a night where he's like, hey man, like I was wondering like, bro, I'm like new to this club and everything. You want to come up here, grab a section, invite your people. Man, somehow in some way, because this is when, I think this was still when Lobby was going. No, this is still when Orchid was just kind of getting up. Yeah. But with me telling everybody like, hey, bro, I'm fucking with status tonight. Yo, y'all pull up. He's seen that. And he's like, okay. Matter of fact, let me test you on a Wednesday. Test me on a Wednesday.
Nigga,
great on a Wednesday. We did great for a Wednesday. Because they closed off half of it.
Type shit.
Then when we was getting everybody in, they had to open the other half. They was like, all right, y'all doing some shit.
Bro. That's real shit, nigga.
So from that night on, that's when he was like, all right, bro, like, look, I'm getting Nova back, but we're going to do Karma. All right, cool, easy. Put me in, let me run my shit, and then we did what we did. The same conversation with Bank Teller. Now, this is me as a youngin'.
Right.
Shout out Bank Teller, because you know what story I'm about to tell, but hey, you still taught me something on this.
We put that bitch on net though today.
So it was this place called Tropical Vibes, right?
I remember Tropical with the Jamaican owner.
Yes. Damn it, boy, what's your name? Anthony. Yeah. Big shout out to you too, man, because you really gave me my first own solo opportunity. Right. But so Bank teller, you know, he wanted to have a meeting with me. He's like, yo, I got this spot. I want you to start throwing stuff here, this, that, and the third. All right, cool. Me and my boy Malik, we went ahead, had a crazy night. My ex was in there fighting and all shit. Hey, it was a crazy night, but it all got dispersed. Right. The night went good. Nobody got in trouble. Great night. I think we did like $3K, right?
Damn. So the opener though, that's not bad, my nigga.
Now, new to it though, because like, don't get me wrong, at this time I was vice president of UWE. Right. So I still had some of my knowledge, but I didn't really know too much. I was just always like a face, but I didn't do anything of the background. Floyd would handle all that. Yeah. I would just know when to show up, where to show up, who to talk to, who to hype up. Right. So cool. So when me and Malik did our own thing, just like on the side, you know, powered by UWE, if you would, because, you know, Floyd would sometimes show some love.
Everybody need an avenue in the venue. Like
exactly. So Bank teller, you hustle me. So he was telling me that they was doing $2K every weekend and everything like that off of the first jump. So he was like, look, I'ma just take this too.
Damn,
and then let y'all, because usually like I was expecting more. I was like, damn.
So he basically told y'all niggas that he was coming up a lot more than he was.
Exactly.
But you gotta do that. Like, fair enough.
It is. It's business. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at it.
But like to the little homie,
bro, I was 21. I'm like,
they tell her, hey, we gotta, what? Nah, but
taught me a lesson in business, so I ain't mad.
Honestly, it puts you in a spot where you can learn the game and you can make a little bit off of the game.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean?
Because, so Anthony in the background kind of watching it.
Yeah.
He gets my number from Bank Teller because we do another night and then it's the same conversation. I think we probably did like 25 or 24 that night.
Right.
So then it was the same conversation. You're like, man, you know, we do this regularly. Like, we need a little more. So I'm like, all right, go ahead and take that. That's cool. Anthony calls me like, yo, look, I'm the actual owner.
Oh, okay, so he
what this nigga talking about is yeah. So that's why I was like, okay. So I'm talking to you now. Though, okay, so what's the word? And he's like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. We probably don't even do that in a month. And I was like, oh nigga, hold on, I might need some money.
Yeah, I came through and I did some shit.
I did some shit.
Right, shit.
But see, again, at a younger age, like, I'm really just about bringing the vibes. It wasn't really monetized in my eyes. Like, cool, I was making money on the side, but I already had a job. I already had the streets and shit. So I was good off money. It was cool that this was adding more money.
Right. And it put more face to, like, it put more recognition to the face. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you could almost become the face of what you were doing.
What I wanted to do, exactly. Because because anybody that says that they don't like clout, that's a lie. Because like when I tell you,
everybody want clout.
Oh God, because nigga, I'll give you a quick side story before we go back to the main one. One day I was at Walmart, right? Just getting like regular shit, and people like, yo, hey, you're Jiggy from Snapchat, right? Be on the party. I was like, yeah. And dude was so ecstatic, and he was like, bro, what are you doing here? And I'm like,
right.
Shopping, nigga, it's Walmart. I need, like you see, body wash, deodorant, and shit like that.
Stop looking at my basket.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like, what else would I be here for? Like, bro, let me get this for you. And I'm like, nigga, what? You about to just...
Hey, if any of y'all niggas ever see me at Walmart and want to get my shit from me, please
Target, all of it. Y'all know that shit expensive,
Thank you, my nigga.
So, it was shit like that. So, so going back to that, right? So we had that conversation. I go to Floyd about it. So I'm like, oh, so Bank Teller was doing this. I didn't know. What should I do? I'll take care of it. Shit, UWE at Tropical every weekend type shit.
Wow.
Cool. So we run it up. I have my nights, you know, be on the mic. That was the main thing. And shout out Lemonhead. Lemonhead is the main reason for my voice. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. I'm trying to get him on the show too, bro. Lemonhead, tap in, bro.
Lemonhead,
hit you, man.
I'm gonna text you and tell you to come, nigga. I know where you work. Yeah. I don't know why I did that.
All right, y'all. So we had to take a quick bathroom break. Y'all know what it is. Every time we do this, take the shot. We're gonna pick up back where we left off. So we're gonna kind of go back into it like. we was talking about that whole Tropical Vibe situation, and when you finally went there and you realized that the bread was there, but it kind of wasn't there yet. So go ahead, pick up what you was talking about.
So yeah, Floyd went ahead. I brought it to Floyd's attention because again, at that time, I'm vice president.
Right.
He is more of him to run it, and then at the time, like I said, I wasn't too focused on the inner works of it. I just knew my position. I knew what I brought to the people, and the people were happy about it, so I didn't really question anything else. So then from that point on, Tropical Vibes held it down for a while. Then it turned into Floyd and Friends. That's where it got a little about everything. But yeah, man, everything came from a place of I wanted to do this because I loved what I could bring to the people.
Right.
And even since when we first got legalized and everything, as far as the development of Colorado, I seen it. I had this big vision that we was going to be the next big place to go to, because everybody going to Vegas, everybody going to Florida for spring break,
right.
going to Texas for spring break for South Padre and stuff. But in my eyes, the stuff that we were creating and bringing, because when UWE had all of its members, when it was me, it was Floyd, shout out Gina,
just the whole squad, right? Right.
People are coming from Boulder, from Denver, from anywhere else in Colorado to come to our parties, to come to, or excuse me, not parties, our events.
Yeah, because that's around the time that I met Floyd, like right around, I want to say the 2021, 2022 time frame, like, because I had just moved back out here. Honestly, it was probably more so the end of 2020-ish, but yeah, because 2022 he helped me throw my birthday party in Colorado Springs. So shout out to Floyd. But man, it's just crazy to see the transition from how you went from just, yo, nigga, you popular as hell, pull up to the party, to right now to where we at in the conversation where you actually having to kind of decide if you want to continue to be under, I guess, the umbrella of the UWE, or do you want to kind of separate and start kind of branching out to do your own thing? And it seemed like at that point in time, because I don't know, the ins and outs, but it kind of seemed like that may have been the point to where you felt like, I'm ready to take it to the next level for me and my brand personally. Am I right, or I'm like...
to an extent. Yeah. I can tell you the ins and outs. Okay. So it got to, when we got to the end of 2019, right? Things are kind of starting to slow down, and then COVID, even though we don't really know it at the end of 2019, that was sneaking up, and I was kind of starting to lose like a felt of purpose for a sec. Cause hey, real nigga, I ain't gonna sound too P for y'all, but during that time is when I went through a breakup with my girlfriend of 6 years.
During COVID fucked up so much.
Oh, shit. And it was before COVID. So the end of 2018 is when we broke, or nah, it was like the mid of 2019, because she had moved to another state to like better herself, but she literally just met the taller version of me. And then a whole bunch of shit happened on that side, but then like I just started losing myself a little bit. I couldn't focus, I couldn't do nothing. Boom. I get an opportunity. I get hit up from these two dudes from Arizona, because management has always been in my blood, right? So from 2017 to 2019, I used to co-manage a fighter, AJ Robb. Shout out to you, my boy.
Okay, shout out AJ Robb, boy.
And he had his first big fight in Arizona. So we all grouped up to drive out there, support him, everything like that. And during that time, there are these two promoters that were hitting me up, and they was like, hey, man, we would love to get you out here. We love what you're doing in Colorado. Because, Snapchat and Instagram was a big thing.
Still is.
So they were watching it from there. And then they always wanted to like network and try to do something together. So then when I'm telling them like, hey, I'm going to be in y'all city for the weekend. I got my fighter coming out there. Let's try to work something out. All right, cool, bet.
They jumped on that right away probably.
Man, when I tell you the fight, my heart was so broken first round, like first 2 minutes. I was like, damn. That was his shot at the UFC because the dude that won went to the UFC and then shit, he got his ass worked first 30 seconds.
But still.
But I know my fighter, if he would have gotten the UFC, boy, man, I probably wouldn't even be here. But from that night, right? So, like, you know, obviously we want to go out and blah, blah, blah. So we all talking to each other. We out there and shit. We go to Scottsdale. Now they real uppity over there.
I already know. I love Scottsdale though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Scottsdale is hey, I live in Arizona, so look.
10-piece Scottsdale, you there, boy.
So we go there, we go to a few clubs, but they not like fucking with some of us because our shoes are too athletic. Yep. Wearing Jordans and shit. Boy, you know I wasn't balling no cap and gowns. Right, but you know, so that's what they was doing. So one of the clubs I went to is one that Mikey worked at, right? So I called him. I'm like, hey, bro, I was trying to come fuck with y'all, but your security over here tripping, so we just gone. Man, when I tell you, I see him from a distance sprinting and gets going off on security. And security, they had this little, why do I have to explain these two grown-ass men if you don't got the right shoe? And then he's like, bro, why? This is one of my guests, and and then he's like, well, his friend got on Jordans. Nigga went off on him. And so then he like, oh yeah, no, y'all come through. In the world, bro, oh God, nigga, I walked on a high horse. I looked at that nigga, I had to look up. Yeah, nigga. Yeah. So we get up in there, we talking, start talking numbers and shit. He comp us a section. It's his section, but he said, oh yeah, tell your fighter go over there. We gonna pop bottles with y'all and we go up to the little top room. And it's like a belly scene, I swear. They little office, whatever. You can see like half of the club and shit. So it's dope. Damn, bro. We talking about numbers and and then he asked me like, dead ass, what's the most you ever made in one night? And shout out to me and my boy Malik. We did crazy. Decent number, right? Yeah, and because we did it. So
shout out to Malik.
Shout out to you because you remember this night because nigga, I bought a car off of this. It was what we refer to as a pop-up party. We had no promotion, no nothing. We literally got the spot day of. Just sent out like a quick snap saying, yo, about to throw a crazy party, DM for address. And then we dropped the address at 9 just to everybody. Right. Everybody pulled up. What? Crazy shootout at the end. Not glorifying that part, but like I shit you not, me, Malik, my ex,
honestly, that's
my boy Bass.
A good house party.
Bruh, you wouldn't think it was a house party. That's how it was ran. And like we sitting here just counting money and we just watching the camera, watching people duck behind cars. And we like, okay, yeah, we gotta do this shit quick. We probably gotta. Oh shit! Yep. Nigga came inside. Hey, shout out to Boss. My 900 boys. It was y'all venue. It was a great night.
That was dope, bro.
It was a dope night. We made $5K that night.
Damn.
And I shit you not. Off a pop-up party.
Yes.
A space that's not even bigger than, I mean, it's literally smaller than, I don't know what, it's smaller than Tropical Vibes. Right. It was smaller than Tropical Vibes, and we packed that bitch out. Came out with $5K, bro.
That's wild.
Bought my SUV literally 2 days after that.
That's lit.
So I'm like, yeah, nah, nigga, I need that. So I tell him this story. Right. I'm like, yeah, so you know the most I made was $5K. Laughed in my face. Both of them niggas. His partner and him just started laughing. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I ain't got nobody in the room with me, so I'm like, where the camera at, nigga?
You
like,
I did numbers that night.
Yeah, nigga, what did you niggas do? Bro, grabbed a pay stub and showed me. His partner, 9K. Damn. Him, 14. And he was like, yeah, bro, this regular. I'm like,
damn, bro. See, that's the type of money.
Oh, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
No, we talking
bro.
about some shit. He was like, nah, because this club that you at, like, I really do this. Like, I get it. Y'all are promoters and y'all just get venues and shit, but like, I do this.
Right. That's
I'm like,
crazy.
That shit sent me home on some shit to think about. So then, as 2020 is coming, hey, man, I need to,
it's time.
I'm moving out there, bro. And so at the time, my other little homie, his name was Brandon. Floyd had gave him UWE Virginia. So in my eyes, okay, I'm about to go to Arizona. UWE, AZ. And then I be the president of that chapter. Ratch was the president, UWE Korea, I believe.
That's crazy. So y'all had like spots set up in hella motherfucking places where it was kind of like a Hydra shit, like where it was a multiple heads but one body type deal. Like.
Exactly, one head, one body, all that. Yeah, so that's crazy, that's how I had it planned. I never knew that. Get out there. I got my spot in February, but I didn't actually physically take all my stuff out there till March. Right. As you know, in 2020 March, everything country shut down, boy. Fuck. So I'm out in Arizona. Mikey and his partner was his cousin. I forget his name. They both just went back to Florida. So I'm out in Arizona.
Just out there.
Yeah. Like and they said, I'm going to give you the number to these dudes, work with them. We going back to Florida. Nigga, I just moved out here for y'all. Damn. And to also kind of branch off on my own because during a little bit of this transition, there was Floyd and Friends instead of UWE. So Floyd and Friends, I would still pull up and not even damn near work it like it's a UWE event.
But not get the same UWE recognition.
I wouldn't even get paid. Yeah. It was just, Jiggy there. Oh yeah, we here for Jiggy because Jiggy posted it or Jiggy did this, Jiggy did that. Because there was even times where I did feel like there was a little tension that just wasn't spoken about. Because there would be nights where, because like a lot of like the bikers, all of them, they all fuck with me. So they was always giving me the biker house. Shout out to Chino because
Chino came up a lot. I'm gonna have to get Chino on this motherfucking this motherfucking podcast interview, whatever the fuck you want to call it, this platform. Because Chino done came up so motherfucker. That's what these niggas just went to Chino, like to get some shit clean.
That nigga, man. You know what? When matter of fact, I'll pay for your ticket, nigga. I do want you here because realistically, like watching somebody, like I watched somebody grow and do so much better from the things where I say, damn, I should have made this decision. He made that decision and then went up. You feel me? Shout out to Chino.
That's crazy because you definitely ain't the first motherfucker to bring this. Shout out Chino because he is definitely not the first one to bring you up, and you're going to see when these come out.
You're Springs legend, man. They better recognize you. If they recognize me, they going to recognize you.
Him and it's another one that you just brought up. I think his name like Fred. The one you just brought up, you was just talking about at the UWE spot.
Ratch.
Maybe. Nah.
Brandon?
It was somebody. I'm gonna edit that out until I figure it out.
We're gonna come back to it. Yeah. But yeah, so Chino had he was friends with the daughter of one of the bikers. And then they told me about their biker house. And then so me and Chino threw a little event there to open up the spot. Packed. Packed. Because they had two sides and they're like, hey, do you think we're gonna need both sides? And I was like, let's start off with the first side, see how we do, because the first side could already fit a good 150 people.
Damn.
That night go on the first 30 minutes. Open that second side up, please.
See, and that's why
I packed that bitch out.
But to me, in my head, when niggas say 150 people in any venue that got music and shit playing, that's a lot of motherfuckers to me. So,
it is.
Like, in my head, when you say only 150 people, I'm thinking, goddamn, nigga, this is at fire hazard capacity. Like,
you feel me?
What I mean? So that's big, bro.
That's what I thought. Like, cause I'm thinking, like, damn, just this first room is already big.
Right.
I don't even think we need that second side, cause I don't know if we gonna pack it out like that.
Right.
We did.
Type shit.
Broke Chino off. I broke the daughter off.
That's valid, bro.
And then from that time, magically somehow in some way, cause it's gonna sound petty, but it is just the truth. So me and Chino had that spot.
Right.
When we brought it to Floyd's attention, he's like, nah, I don't need that. We ain't fucking with that.
Right.
We do that. Now all of a sudden, so I'm gonna be throwing all the party shit. It's like,
right.
You know what? All right, whatever. That's cool. I guess. Again, young minded. I'm not really knowing. So all that's what stemmed from to bring me to go to Arizona and kind of like, I like to have my own shit.
Right.
And we can still be partnered up and everything when cool.
Right.
Hell nah. COVID happened, boy. I linked with one person, and it was at a club called Lit. We tried to throw, so basically what everybody was doing, right? They would put tables on the floor and be like, okay, as long as you order food, your place of business can keep going till 2 in the morning, blah, blah, as long as everybody's 6 feet.
That's stupid, bro.
Like, yeah, because they definitely caught us because, nigga, we had a fryer back there. We were not serving a goddamn piece of chicken. Leo, nigga, hey, man, wherever you at, man, hey, I still miss you, man. I'm glad we did what we did, but, man, it was a great night.
Damn, that's crazy. So
that shit got busted. He lost his liquor license, had to pay a 20 grand fine.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. I wish I still had the message because he hit the group chat. He's like, hey, man, it's going to be some dark days, but if y'all rock with me, y'all rock with me. If y'all don't,
at
I
that
understand.
point, I'm gone. I'm done after that, bro. Like,
yeah, and again, promoter.
Right.
Ain't none of that my problem.
Right.
He got to handle all that.
Damn.
So, yeah, so that happened in June, and then shit, hey.
So, in June, when was you back in the Springs?
I came back to the Springs for my cousin, for you, Marco, Guapo, because he had bought a house in Monument. Mm-hmm. So I came back to the Springs.
That must have been a nice-ass fucking house, then.
Mm-hmm. It was a nice house, moved in. Because funny thing is, he was living in Cali when I was in Arizona. But then all this COVID shit happened. You know, we went back to doing what we knew well. Right. But he was living in a mansion out in Cali with 4 of the dudes. But one of the dudes was real. So he didn't feel comfortable. He got all his money that he could from out there. And then came back, bought the house. So, I moved back in November. But I would come back to Colorado from time to time. Just keep face, everything. Everybody miss me, whatever. Cool. So I moved back. Me and Floyd throw a Halloween party at Tropical Vibes. Then we do New Year's at Tropical Vibes. And then, so going into 2021, 2022. The end of 2021 is really when, I guess that's when I took my leave from UWE. Because of personal shit that happened between just the family. And I had to play jury and kind of figure out the situation because both sides was telling me some of the information, not all of the information. Then some of the information, all the information. So, playing jury, you got to kind of figure out what really happened. And then it kind of tore me apart because they was both pulling at me to pick a side.
Right. And that's what happened though, generally. Like that's what you got to think about it. You in a divorce and you a kid. Both sides gonna want all of you. Yeah,
and I chose the kid road. Right. I chose me. Exactly. I didn't pick a side. I just said, "Hey, fuck it. Y'all got too much going on. I'm moving up to Aurora."
Damn. So, now we to a point where I really want to get into the nitty gritty now. Like, so, I'm gonna pause right here, and I'm gonna orchestrate my thoughts real fast. But then we gonna take a shot. And then I'm about to jump into this last little bit because this is where it get real.
I'm already knowing.
Yeah. So I'm going to kind of pick up where I left off after we take this shot because you already know that's what we're doing.
I want y'all to know that's real Don Julio. That's not fake shots for the interview.
Oh, nah. Hell nah. I hope these niggas know that, boy. But, so... It's 2022. We're going to say roughly the mid to end of 2022. You figured out your homeboys in Scottsdale kind of not left you out to dry, but they was doing what they thought was best for them during COVID because everybody had to figure shit out during that time frame. You move back. You kind of decide that necessarily being under that UWE umbrella is not the best place for you at the time because, you just back off of a situation. You said you had personal shit going on, right? So there's a lot of things going on with you. Now, do you think, matter of fact, I'm gonna pick up my paper and I'm gonna read this shit directly. So it was a rumor floating around that when you came back, you decided to stop with the promoting stuff and not only be a promoter, but you wanted to shift towards artist management and be an owner of your own, basically your own shit. Do you think this is what caused a rift I'm not even gonna say a rift. Do you think this is what caused you to part ways and want to do your own thing as Jiggy versus being under UWE? Because when I first came out here and when I first met you in 2023, I believe, you and Floyd was throwing events and y'all's events was fucking cracking. UWE, whatever, if it was whatever the case may be, it was cracking.
Yeah.
So I think what made you decide, like, wholeheartedly that you fuck with UWE, but it was time for Jiggy to become Jiggy? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to do your own shit at one point. And I know you had a lot of shit going on. I'm still dragging out this question, but
nah, you good.
It was a lot of shit going on at that time frame. Right. And I don't think a lot of people understood at that specific time that you were going through the shit that you was going through, because it was COVID. Motherfuckers had limited contact. Motherfuckers probably, for all intents and purposes, didn't reach out and ask. Like, so you back in the hometown off of a business venture that was busting. Take me to that point. I just want to know what happened at that point, man.
So the point, because that's what, so the personal stuff did involve my sisters and it did involve Floyd, and it was just like that's why I say it was a family thing, right?
Right.
So when I try to separate myself,
time out. So go ahead. So you do, like, just to keep it on record, you do still consider Floyd as your family, like, is what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Okay. So
once you're my family, there's not much you can do
to not be.
Exactly.
Right.
Like, you have to do something seriously heinous
right.
for me to never consider you a family member ever.
And that's love, bro. Like, that's real nigga shit, bro. Excuse my language, but y'all can bleep it out, whatever the fuck y'all want, but that's real nigga shit.
Real nigga shit, bro.
Right, bro. Like, sorry.
Imagine. Beep, beep, beep. But yeah, so when that situation happened, and like I said, I'll take accountability. I chose the kid route. I tried to stay in between both, and then I just said, okay, y'all figure it out. I'm going to Denver and I'm just doing me.
Yep.
Because, boom, one thing that I used to do a lot with Malik, right, was the daytime
phase, like day phase, day parties and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so I did one of those. It was great. It was cool. But then there was still a little bit of static in the air because of a situation or whatever. So then that's what really made me like, you know what? I don't really... Not that I don't care about the Springs, but I don't care to drag something.
Quick bathroom break. Let's take this last little shot real fast. Niggas feeling loose. But, so, we was going on, and he was basically talking about how he took the route where, the kid route, if you want to say so, like, but he split. He was trying to tear himself between two different entities. He was trying to go between UWE and
my sisters.
And his sisters, basically. Like, so
he was part of UWE too.
Right.
In
So,
a sense, so
he had some personal shit going on. He came back to the Springs and it just got to the point where he felt like he needed to go to Denver and do his own shit. So take me back to that point. Like, once you get to Denver and you like, fuck, man, I feel like it's time for me to branch out and do my own thing. Like, did you feel like you had the support that you wanted from the motherfuckers that you wanted it from, or what? Like,
so I did and I didn't, because at that same time, once I left, right, the main person that I was doing this with, I'm no longer in contact with.
Right.
So,
and that's because, sorry to interrupt, but that's going back to because we still in the COVID time frame and shit. You moved back during a time when motherfuckers basically isolated. Like, you got shit going on with your personal shit, and then you got shit going on with the entertainment shit. But motherfuckers not addressing that because you choose not to, obviously. Like,
exactly. Right? I try to keep myself separate from it. Where it got a little messy is because, like, my sister she's everything. Right. So she has like all my shit. So
lost my glasses. That's how good
I done lost my Snapchat at this point 5 times now. This the 6th and final one.
Right.
But what's it called? She was using mine just like to post her shit. And then that's where the bigger disconnect happened between me and Floyd. But it is what it was. I was blocked anyway, so I didn't even know that was going on.
Right.
So I'm up in Denver. I still, because just as much as he networked, I networked.
Right.
So I do have a relationship with Squizzy. I met Kev before they opened up Lobby. My homie Rocky. I just had like different people that I was kind of.
But you was kind of in a like you was keeping in your back pocket type
exactly
shit for future. I get that.
So while I was doing that, there was a club called Rhubar.
I remember Rhubar. Shout out to. That's why I met one of my home. Shout out Mandy. She in Houston right now, but that's why I met Mandy.
Mandy, hey, that's my dog too. Nah, she cool people. She cool people. That's low key where I met her too. See, I met her, Brooklyn, and somebody else over there too.
Okay.
But yeah. So I started at Rhubar. And then Squizzy actually kind of orchestrated a little bit of a sit down with me and Floyd. I don't, to this day, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but every time me and Squizzy would talk, he would say, hey, I know you want to do this. I know you want to talk about this. Come to my Taco Tuesday when I let the other DJ go out. Me and you will talk some business and stuff like that.
Who's the other DJ?
Ah, man. She is a great DJ.
Oh, it was a she?
Yeah, it's a she.
Okay, I don't know who
she
it is.
She hard. I'm
we remember.
We're
gonna get the name. We're gonna get the name out.
We're gonna come
remember that. I'm definitely gonna remember that.
Okay, but yeah. So while I'm at the bar and everything, I'm just chilling. He said, hey, yeah, let him know it's my tab, bro. I get anything here I want. Just go ahead and kick it for a little bit. Cool. I go over there, get a tap on my shoulder as well. I'm like, huh.
Which wheel?
My wheel, Florida Water.
Hey, shout out Florida Water. That's my dog too. I'm trying to get him on there, but he be bullshitting. Like, man, stop, bro.
Just offer him a blunt. He'll be here. He'll be here in 5 seconds.
Hey, nah, that's just crazy.
So he tapped me, and during this time, they were like close. So I'm like, so if you here, Floyd gotta be here.
Right, type shit.
I'm looking around. I'm like, all right, so he's somewhere, but I ain't worried about it, whatever. We ain't talked since the situation or whatever. Get a second tap on my shoulder.
Wait, so this is the first time you like interacting with every fucking body?
Just anybody, pretty much anybody from the Springs.
Holy shit.
Because outside of like my sisters or like Claudia, Sony and all them, there was nobody from the Springs that was really talking to me.
So this like 2 years removed, a year or so, at least a year and a half.
Probably, right? I'd say about like 8 months.
Okay, so
not a full year, but close to it.
That's still that's a minute, bro.
Because I was in Aurora for a little bit, and so then that's when it turned into like I said, like you said, like people were hitting me up, and like I get a couple congratulations here, or some people like, oh, is everything good? But nobody's like really like interested.
Right. Just
I don't really hear from the people that I need to hear from.
Right. So it's motherfuckers that basically is kind of reaching out because they kind of want that clout that we was talking about.
Yeah, they just want to like whatever next big thing. Hey, remember me? I said hey.
Yep.
So, other than that, so. Now, boom. Now it's Floyd that's tapping me.
Oh,
and then I just stare at him. He's like, can we talk, bro? And then I was like, man, I don't know. Squizzy come out of nowhere. Hey, man, y'all niggas was like the dynamic duo, whatever y'all need to talk about it now. Because me and you, like, we all could work together. We could all do this, all that. So I'm like, all right, so yeah, I have to have the conversation. So we had the conversation. It gave me mixed reviews because it was different from what we first conversated before we stopped talking completely.
Right.
So that's why I was like, man, it's going both ways. And this is the shit that I wanted to avoid.
Right.
Because now that you're giving me different information, now it's definitely not matching up with what you said the first time. But then it's also discrediting what she said, because now what she said isn't making as much sense now that this part's coming out. So now it's like both of y'all kept doing some bullshit.
It's a lot of telephone shit going on, though.
Exactly.
Like, motherfuckers over here saying one thing and motherfuckers over there saying another, though. And it's reaching out at different times, you know what I mean? Like,
and it just fucked my head up. And I'm not that type of person. I really don't care about it.
Right.
I'm a very A to B person.
Right.
Problem, solution.
Right.
I don't need this way around it, that way around it, specialties and all that.
Line. Let's get to it.
This is what happened. This is how we move on.
But I think that's also, though, point and blank how you came up, though. You got to think, like, with dealing with motherfuckers who, like, back in your day when you was in the street still, that 1 foot in and that 1 foot out, that's how most motherfuckers react to shit. They don't like to bend corners. They don't like to go around. They like to go straight at it. Either you going straight at it or you going away from it.
Because exactly how I mentioned.
Right.
If there was ever politics or whatever we had to do, hey, you right here, right now, then it's cut. Right. So with that being said, We had our conversation, and it got me to a better understanding, to a place where I could say, okay, she's in the wrong, you're in the wrong, but we can all be in the middle, and everybody can come back. Right. And that's what we actually started working on, but
see, and that's
my sister a little dramatic, so.
And see, and that's why I want to come back and say, like, so, goddamn, man, I'm tipsy, yo. I ain't gonna lie.
You good?
I'm tipsy, bro.
Because matter of fact, because I know which one thing that I do want to say, even after the situation, right? Me and Floyd worked everything out.
Right, and that's what I was about to. That's what I was trying to get at. Like, because I met y'all in a place where niggas was good. Like, like I met you in early. I want to say like early 2023. Might even be.
I want to say 22.
Yeah, I was about to say
Probably
it might be the end of 2022. Like, right, and that's what I'm saying. Y'all was in a good place because I was going to events when the last event I went to y'all together was 2024. It was a black party in Colorado Springs. Yeah. So it was lit, bro. It was when Karma was still open. You was the GM. He was doing his promoting shit. So shit had to be good at some point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was going to the after hours. Remember when niggas kicked in the door?
Exactly. Yeah.
And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was there. Like, I was there for that. Like, I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, and at the end of the day, I feel like it was a good point. So I want to know, number one, where did that new disconnect come into place? And number two, is it a way that y'all gonna start promoting and doing shit again in the future? Because I fuck with both of y'all. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I can answer those in the order. So basically, the new disconnect came when Karma came about.
Yep, that's what everybody said. That's and you're not the only person who I heard that from, bro. Like, and I heard that from the Bottle Girls. Like, niggas was in there doing X, Y, Z, but. At the end of the day,
all Bottle Girls, man.
Hey, shout out all the Bottle Girls in Denver, Colorado Springs, Arizona, Cali, New York, everywhere.
Maya, this hard for you. I know.
But nah, like type shit though. Like what?
So basically, what ended up happening was, so before it was Karma, it was a club called Gravity.
I didn't even fucking know that.
A lot of people didn't, because no shade to Gravity, but they just. Like, they didn't have the right team behind them. They met Floyd. Floyd did Boots on the Ground, I believe. And, you know, they seen more people than they seen since they've been open for, I think, like 8 months or so. So then they offered to give him the Saturdays.
Wow, I did not know that.
His first Saturdays is when we took over Karma, or took over Gravity and turned it into Karma. So in a sense, he felt as though that I took that away from him. And then even we talked after that because there was already some disconnect. There was anger towards it because he felt like I was being like quiet about it, tiptoeing around it because I didn't tell him about the meeting that me and Bryson had and this, that, and the third. When in reality, it didn't matter for me to tell you that, at least in my eyes, because if someone comes to me and says, yo, I'm about to open this club and I want you to be a part of it.
You gonna get behind them like
I'm on it. Yeah. So, like, this is what I want to do too. I've always wanted, as much as I've been a face of everything, crazy, I've always wanted to just be in the background.
I've never heard this version of the story, bro. Like, and I'm gonna be 100 with you, bro. Like, I've heard one or two, because I only know one or two motherfuckers besides you that's close to the situation, but I've never heard this side of the story. Yeah. Like, so for me, like, I think it's important to know that you were trying to, like, people to know that you were trying to branch out on your own. You know what I mean? Like, and it was something that you thought was for you. And people thought it was supposed to be under that
umbrella. Right. Yeah. Right. Because don't get me wrong, so, boom. After everything happened in Denver, right? And then I moved back down to the Springs. Right. Me and Floyd are in a good place. Right. Friends, we talking every other day, everything good. Right. What happened now? Oh, right. So they kind of like switches because I've had 2 total nights at Lobby, and then he would have his nights at Lobby.
I kind of remember that too, though, low key. Like when Lobby first like opened up,
like started going. Yeah, he would have his Fridays. Sometimes I would get what would you say, like a holiday day. So like on Halloween, I had Halloween. I did do the 4th. Holy and then,
shit, you did.
And then they let me do my birthday there at Lobby and shit. That's when I did the 3 tables. Yeah. So there was always, from time to time, I'm working in Denver, he working in Denver. And so that's where there was kind of the misconception that we were kind of back together, but we weren't. I was doing mine separate. He was doing his separate. I was getting.
But y'all was vibing with each other in the club.
Yeah, we was still cool all the time. Like anytime, like.
Cause I was there. I was there. let me say that.
We had some nights. I got some memories. I'll be posting our
videos and all kind of. I was there. I promise.
The man was there. Is what he's saying.
Yeah.
So, and then even from time, because there was a club called Aqua that he had out here.
I remember.
He reached out to me and told, like, hey, bro, I would love it if you came up, just pop your shit with me. Like, bro, of course, I'm going to do that because I still consider you bro.
That's
so cool.
Wild,
came through, all that. The thing with Karma, though, is not only did some funny shit get said to me from him, but then I'm hearing from my own crowd. They're telling me, oh, yo, bro said this and bro said that. I'm like, dog, you supposed to be my bro. You keep saying that, oh, yeah, I'm happy for you. But then you doing this on the side. That makes me feel two types of different ways. So then we disconnect again. Then we connect back for his birthday. Everything cool.
Birthday was lit, bro.
Because I would say another disconnect that came between is Bryson. The relationship with him and Bryson was very and then the relationship that I had with him, so then that made it just very all over the place.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I want to kind of get Bryson on this show too, but I'm gonna do that later on because I definitely want to hear his opinion about a lot of things. But I just feel like he hella standoffish and he won't give me the.
He's a funny guy. Yeah. He's a funny guy.
So
I mean that with all my heart, Bryson. You don't watch this, so
I don't know you that well either, but I know you from passing. Being in the clubs and shit. Like I definitely want to sit down and talk to him too eventually. But so, do you think like? I guess going back to it, I'm about to pick up my shit again because I got to read from my script. But yeah, so this whole last section was about Floyd and UWE. Mm-hmm. So I guess I ain't gonna read from this because you kind of answered everything, man. Like,
yeah. So I'll finish it with, okay, so after the birthday, right?
Right.
We were in a good position. And we worked everything
out. Can you give us a timestamp on the birthday?
His birthday is July 20.
No, Floyd's birthday is August 20
Nah, it's in July. He's a Leo, but it is in July.
I thought it was in early August.
13? Oh, yeah, 31st. Yeah, see, nigga, I thought it was okay, yeah. So,
yo, these niggas, hey, that's Shaheem and them back there, bro. Y'all niggas, let me stop, bro. This nigga, our body and Shaheem pull back up, but we keeping it 100. Like, these my niggas, so we all in here, bro.
All the crews here. But with that, so that was the timeline. From his birthday, keep that. From his birthday, the night goes spectacular. But I have to be the middleman. Because honestly, Bryson doesn't want to work with him. And then there's that disconnect. Yeah.
So, bro, at the end of the day, it's something, bro. Like this,
Bryson, and I don't want to speak for you, but I am telling the truth. He did not want to do it, but off of, you can't ignore the numbers. Like I said, the first time I met him, we talked numbers, and that's how we built our relationship. So the numbers of having him and Chino
again. This nigga Chino keep coming up, bro. Y'all niggas know Chino too, don't y'all? But this nigga Chino keep coming up, bro. Like,
I'm telling you.
And I'm telling you like this, bro.
Let that man be the mayor of the city, man. I'll tell you right now. He might be in Texas, but nah. Chino got it.
But at the end of the day, I feel like everything that you told me though, bro, like, it don't seem like it was necessarily friction, bro. Like, it seemed like it was motherfuckers in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and so I will point it out like this, because not to cut you off, but the reason why
this your interview, nigga.
The reason why there seems as though there's friction is just a lot of bad timing and miscommunication.
Yep.
Because
that's what it sounds like, though. Honestly, 100, bro.
So Floyd does another event with JP. So it's JP's event. He has Floyd posted. But see, this is why I talk about the peanut gallery, because people are telling Floyd something. People are telling me something
totally different.
But they're all different, because
That's that telephone game.
Exactly.
Shit,
People, because honestly, like me and Floyd just talked Sunday, and we talked about this.
All right, but let's not get into that. That's
yeah, all right. So the thing is, it's like everybody is talking about this, that, and the third. Then I got Bryson in my ear. Oh yeah, see how he's moving that way, and I don't want to do that, and da 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 da. So then the night ends, everything's good. He has a certain comment that rubs Floyd the wrong way. So then even Floyd leaves. He brings Will with him. Me and Will were chopping it up, but Floyd interrupts that, and now Will took it a whole different way.
I was there.
You was at the end of the night. So yeah, so you seen like what it was in the air. So that was between JP, Bryson, and Floyd.
You talking about when everybody was sweeping up the floor?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Night, bro.
And again, thank you to my bottle girls, because I know that was bullshit that I made y'all clean up every night. I'm so sorry, that night, but bro. I love y'all.
I was there.
So with that, that's where majority of the friction really kind of grew, because with that being between Bryson, JP, and Floyd, to them, Bryson's right-hand man. So, damn. And then that's why me and Floyd just hadn't talked for a while. But then even after that night, I'm still getting more messages from the peanut gallery. And then I'm like, bro, I still haven't even, I'm just separating myself from the whole thing now at this point. Because like I have one mission. My mission was
get that money, man.
Get the money and get the club. Yeah. I wanted the club solely in my name. Because I knew that Bryson was already getting tired of the nightlife. I could already see it. And since I'm already in the door with him, I need the building owners. I need Mike. I need, Chuck. I need PJ to all recognize my face. Okay. So that when Bryson says, okay, yeah, I really want to just go ahead and get up out of here. Okay, well, you were doing this. You were running the numbers. Bring us more money. Because that's the one thing that I knew to do with Karma.
That shit crazy. Because honestly, bro, like I heard so many different rumors. So many motherfucking different things as to why Karma shut down. But hearing it from like, no.
Yeah, I won't say anything.
Yeah, please don't elaborate. But hearing from your standpoint, what your involvement was like in the whole club situation and the whole promotion situation. Goddamn, nigga. Like, I didn't know you was going through that much behind the scenes.
And shit, it was a lot more that I had to take behind the scene. And at the end of the day, I still kept that tunnel vision like, okay, people could feel however they feel, but I'm still going to do this because I know what my end goal is.
Right.
And I was getting ever so close to it, but what happened. And I didn't get my face in there enough to actually get them to be able to trust me with that amount.
Like, yo, nigga, that shit crazy.
Bro, it broke everybody's heart.
So now that, like, fast forward from Karma, like, it's 2025. We all in the same boat.
Oh, like, we 26 now.
Well, I'm talking about 2025. It's 2025. We all in the same boat. Karma shut down. You got a rocky relationship with one of your homies, but you also kind of prospering, right? Like, you doing promotion in the springs. Your shit is doing good, obviously, because I came to a couple of your events, like, and I had a great time.
And I appreciate you.
After hours, for sure. Like, after hours was crazy. When I had a stripper on the pole. Like, let me stop.
Shout out my strippers, man.
So, going back to the promotion part of it, like, where you said you felt like Karma caused the friction between, maybe not even friction, because you said it wasn't friction, but where Karma maybe made a division between you and some of the people you came up with, not just Floyd, but other individuals as well.
It did.
Right? So fast forward, you bought a bar or something like that, right?
Yes.
Right. So when you bought that bar and you put yourself in a position of ownership, because you had an event there for New Year's, correct?
I did.
Right. So when you put yourself in a position of ownership, though, and then taking a look back, right, do you kind of feel like it was necessary to almost not necessarily cut ties with folks, but have that thump? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how in a cartoon motherfuckers get that big ass hammer and hit you on the head and you get that big ass knot? Right. Like, do you kind of feel like hindsight, now that you are actual owner, like, and you in a spot where you have to worry about liability when a motherfucker come in there with drugs or a motherfucker come in there with whatever the case may be. Even if a young motherfucker underage come in there with a fake ID, you liable. Do you think it takes you to a different standpoint to where you want to be like, either A, I understand where such and such was coming from, or B, I'm so happy I cut ties with a person who owned this big ass club and wasn't giving me
the recognition or
right
credibility.
Right, because from what I know, from what I saw, a lot of times when Karma was open, for the first after hours down there off of Tejon, at the hookah lounge, like, you was there a lot, man. Like, you was there. And I'm gonna be honest, there was times where I saw you and I didn't see Floyd, and there was times where I saw Floyd and I didn't see you. Like, and do you think that step from there to ownership changed your perspective on who necessarily you want to include into it? Like, so let me rephrase my question.
I get where you're coming from, but yeah, go ahead.
You bought a bar. Before that bar, you were a promoter, you were a general manager, and you were somebody who was responsible for getting people in. Now, the caveat to that is you switch to, you want to make sure that you bring in the revenue, but you want to bring in that revenue legally.
Right.
Is there a change in mindset, or do you feel like you should have waited a little bit longer?
I do. Ooh, damn, that was a good one. I do feel as though that I should have waited just a little bit longer, but then it also did change my perspective as far as like ownership, because it's not the same as like, oh, I really just want to bring people in, and now it's coming back to the
roots,
the whole roots of why I wanted to do this shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. Like,
with having a bar, like, I could have a fantastic night with 15 motherfuckers.
Exactly.
In there.
Get paid
versus,
too.
Exactly. I can get paid the same, if not more,
right,
than what it was me bringing in 100, 200 people.
Right.
So with that, it has changed just a little bit. And the only reason why I say I wish I would have waited just a little bit, because, you know, everything is trial and error.
Yeah.
I'm used to coming into places where, like, I don't got to worry about audio. I don't got to worry about floors, liquor, and all this other stuff, because that shit is taken care of.
I never thought about that.
Exactly.
Never thought about that.
New Year's was a fantastic night, but it was so many things, because now that I'm an owner, I'm paying attention to, damn, why didn't I get 4 more bottles of Don Julio? They already gave me a good deal. Right. Why didn't I get these specific speakers to, you know?
Wow.
So a lot of that came into place, and then the people that I wanted to actually bring into it too as well, because I was in charge of the bartenders, I'm in charge of the bottle girls,
everything. Nigga, you know?
Wow. So that's where, and I do, you know, I want to give my credit out, Jeremiah, Ricky, because those are my partners with Beyond the Bar. So with that being said, it's like, it was just a lot more going in, and I don't feel like I was fully ready. So I should have kind of gave it, you know, do New Year's somewhere else, take that, and then just kind of fully put everything together. Because like when I came into Karma, shit, I learned about the speakers and everything, but everything was professionally put in.
Right.
We getting it out the mud over at the bar right now. So that's why it was like, that definitely changed my perspective on how I would like to run things. But then also, yeah, because now I need 18-year-old, 19-year-old version of me.
Right.
I need to figure out, well, 21 because it's a bar. But like, you know what I'm saying? I need to kind of find that other younger that's coming up right now that had like the popularity that I had coming up, so that I can actually fill that bar to the standard that I wanted to fill up to. Because it is filling up, and I like what I'm doing with it right now. I definitely want to do more with it. But also with becoming into that, like I've always just, like I said earlier, management has always just been in my life. Right. So that's where the whole striker thing comes into place. That's where getting this bar comes into place. All of that is because I've always, granted, like I've been the face for a lot of things, and it's cool to be in the limelight, but I've always just wanted to be in the background. So I'm cool with just being in the back, making sure that this happens, so this person gets on. This happens, so that person gets on, because then I don't really have to worry about much. I just got to do my back end part.
So I guess that brings me to like bringing everything fucking full circle. Right? Mm-hmm. So you got back from Arizona. Mm-hmm. You put yourself in a position to where you can be not only a manager, a promoter, but also an owner, right? Mm-hmm. Once you do all of that, it's 2025 again. I'm gonna say the beginning of 2025, mid 2025. You come up with this idea with another individual, right? Like y'all like, hey, whether y'all in, I don't know, whatever the case may be. All right, so bringing everything full circle, man. Like, it's crazy because you came back from Arizona, right? Mm-hmm. You became a general manager, and now you're to the point where you're an owner. Like, do you think that, I guess, in the position where you are right now, that you feel like you are where you want to be, or do you feel like you will start working with other individuals again, or like, you know, because it's hard, man. Like, as an owner, you gotta weigh the consequences and repercussions of everything. You gotta think about that. Pros it's not just cons. Right. It's not just a bartender. It's not just a door, but you have to worry about everything. The overhead, like you said, man. Like so,
it's a lot of things. So I am in a position where I want to be. Mm-hmm. I have more goals. It's a lot of people that I want to work with. Like, as far as with me doing, because outside of with the bar and stuff, I still like doing events. Right. I definitely want to do an event with Sada Baby. Hey. I got to. That nigga like my twin shout animal. Sada Baby. Dead ass. That nigga is like my twin animal. So I gotta, he's someone that is like, I gotta do something with this nigga, whether it's a show, whether it's content, just anything. Cause he be twitching too. That should be cool. That's lit. So it's a lot more things that I do see in the future, because outside of like the promotions, also with managing artists, there's other artists that I want to work with that I want to even see some of my artists work with. So I am in a position of where like I want to be career wise, but I'm not in a position. It's a lot more dirt that needs to be picked up, and it's a lot more seeds that need to be put into the ground.
Okay, so I guess my final thing to you is going back, like, once again, bringing the full circle. Now that you back and you feel like you're in a place where you got a lot of things going. I see you got this big ass chain on. It's hard for me to look at without my glasses on, God damn it. The strikers. Like, so tell me kind of how that concept came about. Like, I talked to a couple other folks that like basically said it was one or two of y'all motherfuckers and y'all was just sitting around fucking around in the room, and then motherfuckers popped the idea out, like type shit.
I don't remember the dude's name. He my barber and shit. I can't remember this nigga's name. I think he go by SJC.
Yeah, he might go
the famous barber.
Stop.
But so like, we already had like this group chat, and it was just like the group of friends and everything. Right. We was all in, and then one day he was like trying to talk about some business, because I'm sure like just in his head he was like, man, where am I about to be in the next 5 years, 3 years, and shit like that.
Like, I think that's,
and then with the group of friends that we had, it's like we have the potential to do a lot of shit. So he's like, hey bro, let's all come together, let's talk about some shit, because me and him, every time we couldn't hear, it take like 30 minutes to come out here. I'm kind of bald. It don't take that long. I'll be in that nigga chair for 3 hours because we just talking. So we was all supposed to come together. Nobody came. It was just still me and this nigga only talking.
Damn.
So then, we still sitting here like, well, shit, what can we do? What can we do? He had a few friends that were making music, and he's like, bro, like, they can actually blow.
They popping, like, yeah, nigga.
All disrespect to Denver.
That's what
we have a lot of artists down here that deserve the notoriety than some of the other people.
Oh, they coming. I promise you that. If I got anything to do with it, them niggas coming.
And so that's when that was the one thing that we finally like, boom, okay, that's something both, because okay, yeah, I'm the partier, he's not the partier. He's the barber.
Right. But when y'all niggas powers combine.
My nigga. So now that we found something that we both can like perfectly put both of our like our powers basically together and shit. We put the artists together and then shit. We're already known to the city. Like me and my friends.
Niggas known to the state. Let's be realistic, bro.
As the strikers, yeah. Like you'll see us in the club, you'll see the bottles popping, you'll see strikers. Y'all don't know what the fuck strikers is. Now we giving you something to give for that. That's and then dope. So we got the artists that we put together. Then we had a meeting with them, made sure everything that they understood where we were coming from, what our goals were with it, where we wanted to put them in position. And then it's not even okay, we put y'all here so y'all could bring us up. Hey, nah, we doing this for y'all so that we can bring this fucking city out.
Saying everybody.
Niggas need to know. Yeah, everybody needs to know about Colorado because a lot of people, when they will visit, all they expect is mountains, weed, and white girls.
And the old heads. I mean, not going into those, but yeah, like, and that's kind of where, like, I feel like going back to everything. Where me personally, like, I talked to a lot of motherfuckers on this platform in the last week and a half, and I've learned a lot of different perspectives from a lot of different people. So one thing that remains the constant, whether it's a motherfucker that's promoting, a motherfucker that's cutting hair, a motherfucker that's doing music, a motherfucker that's promoting the music, a motherfucker that's doing the podcast behind the music, is Colorado's divided. Like, there's a group, a niche over here, there's a group, a niche over there, there's a group, a niche over there, then there's some motherfuckers over there just doing some random shit. But all of these people seem like they want that same end result. So for me, coming from my standpoint, the outside looking in, somebody who's fairly new to the Colorado scene, you know, I've only been out here about 6 years, 5 years, you know what I mean? I'm new, so I can make my own objective I guess. Yeah, you know what I mean? I can see things from my perspective. So with that being said, like, it seems like you want the same thing as a lot of these motherfuckers out here, bro. Like, you want to see the city get on, but you also want to put people who look like us in a position to where they can go somewhere and feel safe. They can go somewhere and feel relaxed. What is your personal end goal? Like, what do you want to take from all of this? If tomorrow Jiggy woke up with $100 million tax-free and that's literally liquid in your account, what would you want to do? Like, what would your vision of Colorado be with the artists, the people? How would you mend relationships? How would you not mend relationships? Is it a particular artist that you would want to put on a pedestal? Like, how would your idea go?
I definitely would want to bring that divide from Colorado Springs and Denver. Because there was a point in time where
everybody worked together, right?
Literally. Right. Everybody would come down from Denver for a night.
Right.
Everybody would go up to Denver for a night.
Right.
And it was never, because it's gotten to a place where it's just like, yo, if you don't go to Denver, it's nothing.
It's nothing, right? And that's false. That's false. Just, I want to throw that out there. That's definitely false, bro. Like, don't believe the narrative. It's definitely shit to do in Colorado Springs and in other places in Colorado for sure.
There are black people here, I promise. I promise. Like, if you really gave me, I don't even need 100 million. If you gave me 1.25, I can get. We can have our
number. Yeah, I heard that 1.25. Nigga.
GoFundMe coming soon. There's literally. I just would want to have, and I want to make sure it's still inclusive to everybody, but just so that we feel comfortable to come. Yeah, yep. Because let's face it, like when we go into Mansion. We not
accept. That's not our place.
We're gonna get a shot or two, and then no disrespect, all disrespect to Mansion.
Hey, no disrespect from him because he a promoter and got shit. I don't. Y'all don't fuck with us, and we don't fuck with y'all.
So I would just want to bring it to a place where we can have people, and honestly, like even when I was living in Denver, one thing that I did notice a lot of like. Artists when they would have a show,
right?
They would skip Colorado just because they don't feel like the sales are doing good enough or this, that, and the third. And then that's the problem too. Is like I truly, at the end of all this, I want to be able to have my own part of downtown Colorado Springs so I can bring everyone together.
Yep, that's what it is, man.
That's all it comes down to.
Culture, community. Like
I've always just wanted, because that was the main thing that I've always seen. Like I told you earlier, the messages that I would get, people telling me like, oh, dog, like I was in a dark place. You brought me back, and I thank you. It might seem like it was just a party, but this was a lot for me. This took me away from whatever I was dealing with back home, because that's what it was always about for me at the beginning of all this.
Right.
So now that I'm coming to like full circle and where I would want to be, like 2 years from now, I want to be that whole little video of Ghost just looking over my club.
Yep.
Motherfuckers is happy. It's safe. It's a great night. We ain't getting no static. I'm cool with having a little police presence outside. If that's what's going to make the city feel better,
yep,
great. But having a place where everybody could come, have some real authentic fun. I can have an entire night of just straight R&B. I can have an entire night of hip hop. Right. I can invite Sada Baby, Skilla Baby, anybody that I want to come. And then boom. Not only can I do that, but then shit, when Ron Reezy takes off, when PG Nuke takes off, when J.O. takes off, when my artists are taking off and then they come back, they could do a big ass show. They could go to Black Sheep, or they could take it to Denver and go to Cervantes or something like that. They're that big. Right. But then they come back to the Springs off of the strength, and then
give back.
Everybody just loves that.
But I'm gonna be at the show. I don't care if I'm 65, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, I think that was probably one of the most real things that I think we took from this interview is everybody who I had on the show so far, like thus far, seem like they have the mutual idea of you of even if we don't fuck with each other, we want the city to be on. Like, you know what I mean? It don't matter if like, I hate you from over here. Over here gonna be good once you get over there good, and we all gonna come up as a city, whether we hate each other or love each other. Right. But it's gonna be that love-hate relationship, you know what I mean? We won't fuck with each other in the city, but let another nigga from outside the city say some shit, then we gonna have
now we gotta get on that ass.
Right,
yeah, you getting taxed, just like if you was in Cali.
Right, and that's what I'm getting at. Like, I see a lot of more and more of that now here, and it make me optimistic because, like, the motherfuckers who know each other, the young motherfuckers who know each other, let me say that. Because a lot of the people in positions where they are right now don't want to let them positions go because they still hell-bent on trying to be that motherfucker, if that makes sense. But now you got a lot of people who not only got the clout, as we put it earlier, but they also in a position where they got the money and they got the following and they got the influence to get some motherfuckers behind them. And once you get North doing that, once you get South doing that, once you get East doing that, once you get West doing that, it's only a matter of a time before the whole city come together. Right. You know what I mean? And that's where I see this shit going, because it's to a point now where the motherfuckers who starting to be able to open doors for other people, y'all the motherfuckers in power now. Y'all the motherfuckers in position. Like, and it just takes for motherfuckers to understand that everybody got the same mutual shit going on. Motherfuckers gonna be like, oh shit, this nigga basically saying the same shit as me, but a different way. But we all got the same end goal. And I think that's what's about to make this shit pop. Like, at the end of the day, you one of the few people who I fuck with out here through and through. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I hit you up, you always respond to me. I asked you to do this interview out the strength. Like, and you did it. Like, so, and you let me get in depth. Like, you let me take it to some places where I know a lot of motherfuckers don't know about. Like, yeah. So at the end of the day, I really think it's a lot of potential in what you doing and what other people in the city is doing. So I think the only division is at this point, can motherfuckers get on the same page even if they decide they don't? Can motherfuckers come to a consensus about things? Like, can you agree to disagree but still come together when it's time for the big picture moment, if that makes sense?
It's hard to say that because then other factors come into place.
Like what? That's what we here for, nigga. Like, we gonna keep going if you want to keep going. Shit.
That's where shit. You gonna have to bring the other quote unquote promoters, the DJs, because DJs at the end of the day are promoters themselves as well. So I think it can come to a place where everyone is on the same page, but just on a different side. Because at the end of the day, it is a sport. At the end of the day, all professions are a sport. You want to be the number one promoter. You want to be the number one club. You want to be the number one DJ.
So this is one thing I'm gonna start asking all the promoters when they come on the little show or whatever. Do you see yourself working with these other promoters? Like, and I'm not gonna name nobody by names, but I'm talking about the motherfuckers who promoting the dirt whiskey Bentley Rose or whatever, the Lodos where they got top 40s, the downtown Denvers, the lobbies, the statuses where they got Hispanic and blacks. Do you see yourself being able to come together with them and possibly putting some shit together, like
just for the city,
right? And like Red Rocks, like you know how they in Cali and all of these big places they got origins, like they got the what you call those festivals? I went to all of them.
Like Lollapalooza, Rolling Loud.
Rolling Loud, yeah. The other one with everybody performing that they banned from Miami. But do you see like that's what I want to know. Like,
one day, because that is also like part of like my final goal.
I think that's
from 2023 to 2025. That was always my goal. I wanted to call it Jig Fest. And I wanted to.
I don't think they're gonna go for that though, nigga. Niggas ain't gonna go for you calling it your name, nigga. Unless you put up all the money.
Shit, bro. Sometimes you just gotta have something catchy. They'll put money behind it. They don't give a fuck. But to carry off of that, yes, I do. I can see myself doing something like that. But it needs to be a consensus that everybody's winning. Not one person's bigger than the other. Not one person gets more stage time or this, that, and the third. I won't care about that. I care about putting it in for the city, because one way for the city to win is for like basically our government to win. So any like the hotels that are near whatever area, they gotta see like profit. They gotta see the city gotta see profit. Like, what are you gonna do for cleanup? Are you hiring some cleanup service? Yeah. So,
but I'm talking from a hypothetical standpoint. Like
from the hypothetical, yes, I definitely would be more than willing to
sit down and work with the other folks in the city, and that's good to hear, man. That's at the end of the day, that's what. I don't need you to elaborate more. I don't need you to go into detail, but the fact that you said that you're willing to sit down with all the other quote unquote big names in the city that's doing promoting, I think that says a lot about where you want to go for the city and because you're not just making it about yourself at the end of the day, man.
Because like I said, I could always just be in the background. I really don't even care. And like shit, like you just made the joke about it, like shit. We don't got to call it Jig Fest. We call it something else. We could put somebody else's name, but as long as we all did come together, and then we all put it forth, and it was a great time, and everybody saying, "Oh man, yeah, I'm coming here every year for this shit." And just like I told you, shit, I'm the reason for some of these families out here. Yeah, if motherfuckers could tell me 10 years later that
I fucked somebody at Jig Fest and had a baby.
Exactly, bro. Like, you want to know why I met your mama?
At Jig Fest.
Yeah, like,
that's lit, bro.
That's one thing that I could die happy about hearing this shit 10 years later, 15 years later when I'm old and just looking at shit.
Bro, that's lit, man. Well, at the end of the day, man, this is definitely, like, I appreciate you for letting me go this deep, nigga. Like, we talked about a lot of shit.
Sure did.
Like,
it's gonna be some bloopers for y'all.
Nah, for sure, bro. Like, so I just appreciate everything, man. Like, thank you for pulling up. And once again, man, I heard that my nigga Jiggy was that nigga. And I heard. So, y'all be safe.